Hey guys, welcome back to Dash League Season 3. We have a great game today with Other versus Fake, and I'm Universal, and today I'm joined with Carly and Percent. Say hi, guys. Hey guys, welcome
What's
back
up?
to
Hey
What's up?
everyone.
Dash League Season 3. We have
This
a
this is a
great
tough
game
matchup
today
for Fake.
with
I mean,
Other versus
realistically,
Fake,
you're expecting
and
them to not make
I'm
checkpoint
Universal,
and they
and
lose 3-0 on domination in a matter of minutes. I mean, O is a good team, like a really good team. They're a semifinals team, and so the expectation here is that they dominate this matchup. Fake made it into the Dasher tier, and that's really good. But when you get into the Dasher tier, you end up facing teams like this, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. I mean, honestly, it'd be crazy if anything other than O dominated this matchup right now.
No comment.
yeah, I'm
No, I
definitely
mean, look,
agreeing.
Fake is a
Yeah.
good team. Fake is a good team. They've earned their way into this tier, but I mean, we have to be realistic. They're facing a semifinals team from last season. There's four teams that made that out of the 36 or whatever that are signed up. Only four can make that claim, and O is one of them. So I mean, realistically, you would expect them to dominate a matchup like this, and if they don't, that's a crazy result, and we'd have to get concerned for O. I mean, really, like Fake can be amazing as they are, but you've seen some of these other matchups this season between the top teams from last season and other very good teams, and they were still dominant performances just because that's kind of the nature of the league as it stands right now. The teams with the legacy information, the ones who already have their strats down, and more important than strats, their coordination, their ability to play with each other as individual players, they're going to have the huge advantage. Now, everyone's going to catch up, like slowly, but you also see some of the top teams getting better and better, so it becomes pretty tough to catch up. There are a few teams who are itching into that tier, but right now it's still a wide separation between the top teams and everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I think we say it in just about every matchup that we see that when you see the new teams, it's just getting those strats, that coordination, and it's just playtime. And just because they're a little bit more inexperienced, it's going to take time. But honestly, I've not seen, I think, any of these guys. I don't think I've played with any of them in pubs. So I was super
Taxi's
excited
been
about the
around.
cycle. Well, but I haven't played with him. So
Oh,
I'm super
okay.
excited about the cycle because it's two new teams, but it's also two like teams of people that I rarely ever see. And I don't know. I After a lot of rematches and everything and playing the same teams over and over again last season, super excited about this cycle.
I mean, sure, yeah, definitely. I mean, some of us are kind of like antsy to get to play some of the other teams
That's
that
true.
we played last season. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, man, we don't even know where we stack up anymore. And the nature of this league is such that we saw Phoenix just destroy Hotu, and then Apex just destroy Phoenix, and then
Hmm.
TMNM just destroy Apex, and that's kind of how the food chain has been working so far this season. We haven't seen terribly many really close games. And one of the control points we saw of the like three or so that have happened so far was kind of a fluke. I mean, someone was forced into a forfeit for playing a brand new player. So it's like really been all these uneven matchups. Wow, your ping is absolutely through the moon. 230 right
Oh my
now.
gosh.
Don't worry about it. Give me.
It's still not the 600 that you were playing with in game the other day.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god. You should just retire, man. What is going on here? You and Doofus should start your own league.
Right? But if you can play in 600 ping, imagine how good you'll be in like 200 ping.
Oh gosh.
600 ping. Is that where you just like shoot at someone for like 10 minutes and then they still
He
don't
was
take any
playing
damage?
Battleship. He's like, I think
Yeah.
there's somebody there. Oh, you
Yeah.
missed the destroyer.
Right.
You've sunk the
uh,
destroyer.
Man, that's got to be terribly fun, right?
I
But
can't even
Fake
imagine.
is what they're the Italian-based team, I want to say. Them along with
I think
Real.
Real is the other Italian team. I know Fake is
I think that's
definitely
pretty
you.
neat. I mean,
Yeah, I
especially
love
if they're
that.
affiliated, I have to assume they're affiliated Fake and Real, and that they're both like Italian-based teams. I'm pretty sure.
That
I
would
could be
make
wrong
more
here,
sense.
but it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I like to see that. In fact, I love what Universal's done with his team. You know, putting everyone in the same region. Honestly,
Hmm.
at some point, you'd think that there has to be some sort of rule mandating that you have to play with people in a realistically within a certain range of yourself.
yeah.
It gets a little wild trying to like at least when I play Blitz, right? I can predict all of their players are going to basically have this much ping difference, and this is where I have to shoot and how I have to play to adjust for that. But when I play a team who's got someone from Australia and someone from Europe and someone from America,
Yeah,
it's just a mess. It's terrible.
it's gonna be insane.
So
Yeah. No, I'm
I
super
definitely
excited to
love.
play.
I love
Well, I'm
that
excited to play
they've kind of
Universal
done
on
this loop thing.
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
no,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
that's true.
insane.
Oh.
Yeah, we're seeing.
Tell
University
me,
sounds super excited about that.
Oh,
tell
it's
me
gonna
that
be
y'all are
great.
playing
Woo.
in Australia, right?
We're doing a Sydney server, yes. But I did
Cool.
say that they have to play with Gatsby on their team then, so they can hear his complaining, and we don't have to deal with it.
That sounds
That
like
was
a fair deal.
caveat.
You know, y'all have the choice of playing him or not. It's on you. You have plenty
You're
of
not
roster
wrong.
people. But nah, no, I love Gatsby, and he's not wrong. There are some flaws in the game, although it's still the best game of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know,
I would agree with that.
Netcode's got a ways to go. I mean, that's realistic. It's just like, and you know what? You know, I'm not immune from being upset about certain server conditions, but like I've actually asked my team, like, dude, if I start complaining, like, shut me up immediately. It's not beneficial to the team. It's not beneficial to morale. We all just want to, you know, be in a good mood and play it out. Universal, you probably know better than anyone, just because you experience it literally every time you play, I imagine.
Yeah, I've been told to shut up a few times by my actual captain. Good old Rem.
But I like that. I like that. I actively ask for that. It's something that we do in comms for each other, and you know, sometimes it's nice. It's like, hey man, you know, this is the server conditions. Let's just play it as best we can. And sometimes it's, dude, shut the up, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta realize that everybody on the team is dealing with it. Like yelling about it does nothing. It clogs up comms. It pisses other people off. Everybody's dealing with it. Just keep it upbeat.
Well,
That's
and
why
then
if I
even-
yell about it, I'll laugh and you know laugh at myself and be like and try and remind myself
even
everybody's dealing with it.
I'm honestly not noticing it until my teammates start pointing it out. I'm like, oh, you're right.
True, yeah. Sometimes
And
it's just it's
and now
it's
I'm, like, thrown
reflexive.
off. Right. So yeah, it's always best to keep those comms open and clear and not use them to complain. Mute yourself if you have to, but that's even worse because now you're not communicating with your team, which a large portion of this game is communication and coordination. Which is what we're going to see here is the difference between a team who's got a whole multiple seasons of experience playing together versus a team who doesn't.
Is it bad? I really just want to hear fake comms just to hear like talking in Italian and just all the call outs in Italian.
Oh yeah, pizza, lasagna.
Yes, I would love that. That would be awesome.
Right? That's gotta be fun.
Look how close this dude holds his guns. I've been seeing that more and more. People who can hold their guns so close, and it's like, man,
I don't
my
know how
remotes
people
don't even
do that.
they don't even get that close. Like I don't understand like what kind of remote you're using. It's like a CV1 maybe. I don't know.
He's holding him so close to his body as like. It depends on his gun angle, I guess, because my gun angle is stupid ridiculous, and I cannot do that because it's -13. I think I'm at now. Like if I play with them anything other than arms outstretched, it doesn't work.
Well, that guy's pretty good. Digit Blob or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it, but someone to watch out for maybe. DGT Blob.
DGT Blob. Yeah, I love it.
Either way, I mean, we saw him get some nice headshots there. Definitely got some potential.
And don't forget, we are on a U.S. server for this game. We're gonna switch over for the next map, but it's gonna get other.
US cringe.
We're playing them on an EU for the next map. We compromised.
I'm just saying, you're a semifinals team. You don't need to. You can play them in their home turf.
Hey, we don't know. They could come. I mean, they might come out swinging. I'm not familiar with them. They might kick our asses. Who knows? I'm not gonna.
They're not
gonna
too
go
bad
easy on them.
right now.
I'm cheering for that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for
I know
Fake
you are.
to get this upset.
I don't think you're the only one cheering for that.
Yeah, the whole
Who
chat.
doesn't love an
Most of the
upset?
chat is saying go fake.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fake's a
that's
cool
fair.
team. Fake's like I guess the FR of this season. The FR being like a French team that can't really talk to the rest of the community, but everyone loves them for it. And then also they put out lots of cool content. They had that really cool song. I'd like to see Fake come up with some stuff, man. I want to hear
That would be great, yeah. Let's hear a song in
music.
Italian now. Yeah. No, I mean, it's fair. I love seeing the new teams do well. Not when it's against my own team. I want them to do well. I want to see both teams get to checkpoint. Obviously, I'm a little biased on who I want to win. But whenever I'm watching a game where I don't have a dog in the fight, I always want to see the new team do well. It's what keeps the league going. I mean, if we don't have these new teams coming in, it's just going to be the same, well, now 33, however many teams, just playing each other over and over again. It's going to get stale. It's going to get old at some point.
Community is growing at a massive pace, but this is
yeah.
insane. What O is doing right now, they're absolutely controlling the area. Fake has not been able to set up a defense at any single portion of this map yet. The disruption and the group ups are working excessively well against them. They're trying to get some picks, and that's all they can do. They haven't actually set up a defense. Now we've already made checkpoint, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. and it's just
That's
not looking
incredible.
like they're going to stop this payload at any point in time. It's so difficult. I mean, if I was Fake, what I'm trying to do right now is get rid of this disruption and then group up as a defense and then push in together to try to control some area, whether it be the area near the card or not. You want to get control of something, because if you just keep trickling in on defense, just like people say trickling on offense, it's going to have the same effect. You're just going to keep on getting murdered by Laggy and all these other wild players. Now, that said, I mean, this is a team who understands how to break a defense, so even if you
It's
do
also
set up, I
laggy.
mean, go
Like,
ahead and
Yeah,
expect
like
Laggy's
man.
just going in there messing them up.
He's just gone insane. Jesus.
Jeez. Yeah, they can't even
But
leave their base.
we've all been there. We've all played that team as a new player where they have a Laggy who's doing this, and they
Yeah.
have, you know, all
Yeah.
these killers.
Yeah, nope. When I was on Onyx, we played a scrimmage against TBD, now known as D, and it was eye opener. We lost several players, literally quit the game. Just never played
Man.
again. And it's like, man, you got to stick this out. Like, yeah, sure, we had one bad experience, but I mean, that just shows the difference between a team who coordinates, practices, does lots of scrimmages, and a brand new team. And you know, people get closer and closer to skill all the time. We saw many new teams who popped up the rankings over time. Onyx being one of them, The being one of them. In previous seasons, TMM. These teams can all get things together, especially when you work with other teams. Like Real and Fake working together is definitely going to be a positive net for them. And man, others just destroying that right now. They've not stopped this payload at any point
And I mean,
in time.
it sounds cliche to say, I know, but I'm a huge proponent of you're gonna learn from losing. I mean, if you keep winning and everything, that's great and everything, but you're gonna keep doing the same thing. You're not gonna change things up, and it's not gonna adapt. I think when you lose, you learn what you need to do better and all that stuff. Blah blah blah, cliche, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. It's easier to learn when you're being beat by a team who's slightly better. This is a rough experience. It's like I don't even know what you do to adapt to this, other than maybe trying to build yourself a defense. Because like look right now, it's too late. It's too late for them to even grab this area, because every time they take someone out, you've got another O player who's jumping in to get more kills, and they're just steamrolling. I don't think this payload's even stopped. Let's see, we're reaching the end with 7 minutes left almost.
Oh,
Finally,
7
for
minutes.
the first time all game, Fake has finally gotten a defense set up, and it's just way too late. 7 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm curious what the
98%, yeah.
stats are for if you keep a contiguous push, and how many people, to know whether or not it actually stopped. Oh, it
I've
looks
been
like it was
working
cleared with shocks.
and
There it is
I
at
do not
6:51.
still have
There
it.
you are.
Switching sides.
Well, I guess MMR takes time to sort out itself.
Yeah, Cycle 2 has seemed worse than Cycle 1.
Well, but I mean, we've
In a lot
also.
of
I was
ways.
just casting the other match. Shit, I forget who was playing. It was Obey and somebody else, but it was super close, and
Well,
it
yeah,
nearly went to
okay,
a
Ah,
match
yes.
point.
that's
And there
almost
were
that's the exception. What you got there is two teams who are what I like to call temporary dashers, Obey and Blood, and both decent
was Blood,
teams,
yeah.
but they're gonna be the teams that you see constantly cycling in and out of these tiers.
Okay, but what
depending
I'm
on who
saying
they
is
play each week.
there have been quite a few matches this cycle that have either gone to control point or been super close to going to control point, and that have been really fun to watch. A lot of waterway matches going to 25 minutes
Yeah.
or overtime or all that stuff. So I think, you know, hopefully it just continues in that direction.
I'd like to see the top tier split up into three, you know, sections, like like the premium dashers,
Premium.
the mid dashers, and what I would call the temporary dashers, the ones who are in for a cycle and will be out next cycle.
Yep, that'll be us.
But we'll see.
It's good old Southern
We'll
Cross.
see.
Right, optimism.
I mean, last season there was what 6 teams allowed in the top, so they've doubled that, and that's gonna mean lots and lots of teams cycling in and out. With last season, you basically had 2 spots that kept continuously changing all season. There's obviously a lot more this time around.
I mean, Fake got through this area pretty well.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. What we're seeing here from others, a little bit of restraint, and that's not a good thing in this section of the map, but I mean, they don't really need to push up, and honestly, we saw teams like Onyx who just was sat back and allowed the payload to get to this point before doing anything, and that way they could kind of protect their KDs. for the stat leaderboards, and it's not a bad strat. I mean, it doesn't. They're gonna win. They know they're gonna stop this team before checkpoint.
I would like to think nobody on Other is actually worried about their KD for League at the moment.
You'd be surprised.
I really hope that's not what they're doing right now.
It's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, Gatsby over here with very like defensive rockets. He's not gonna get aggressive. He's not gonna push up like Doofus style. Oh shit!
Like,
I say
like
that. He heard me. He heard me.
Gatsby's like saying this. I gotta prove him wrong.
No, but now he's gonna hide, and he's gonna take everyone out as soon as they get on there, and he's gonna rack up the kills like this. I mean, there's no chance.
Not for stats. This is a legitimate strategy to keep payload clear. He's hiding. He's moving. Unfortunately, others. Yeah, they've got to be in fake spawn, really, even preventing them from getting to cart. Nice. Oh, but good job on taking Gatsby out.
And realistically, that's why I would not hide with rockets against a team with a ping difference like this team. Like that guy had like 10 minutes. He had like 10 minutes after he jumped to be able to find Gatsby before Gatsby would have seen him. So just bad strategy there, hiding in a corner with the rocket. You'd be better off just standing on the ledge and pounding the payload from around the corner a little bit. Man, yeah, no, we got lots of disruption. I'm assuming Laggy's gonna jump up in a second, and there he goes. I mean, this team is behind by a full minute. I mean, but this is expected. This is fully expected result.
Yeah, I think generally you say round the bend at like 4 minutes is in line
that's
for
on pace.
a solid checkpoint push, yeah. Yeah, and they're gonna have to take Gatsby out again to get a push going.
He jumping, and it's not a bad idea when you've got this ping differential. If you stay put too long,
just
they
keep
can
moving.
Definitely take you out. And they can not only can they take you out, they can take you out after you've already moved away like 4 minutes ago.
Boyroy's got rockets here as well.
Smart idea. Boyroy's a beast with the rockets. He uses them in ways that most people don't.
He is very good with them.
Now, right here, he's stealing a little bit of Gatsby strat, which is fanning into that doorway area. See, look, the thing is though, like staying there, and it worked out for him this time. But like the guy had a pretty large amount of time to have killed Boyroy before Boyroy could have even reacted, just due to ping differential. Going for the second rocket. Now we're gonna have two rockets here.
Oh.
Two Rocketeers.
I think Gatsby's still up.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine they've gotten behind. I mean, in order to take Gatsby out, you've got to take out Lateralis, you got to take out Laggy, you've got to take out Lil Bit. That's a tall order.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I've seen that a few times. It's a smart strat to get someone off that ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, if he'd made those shots, that would have been a huge difference maker.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he didn't. He could have taken, if he'd gotten both of those kills, they could have gotten a solid push going. A little bit riding top rail. Oh, nice double kill by Taxi. Triple kill by Taxi.
Taxi's doing
and
great
he's making
here.
a big difference. He's got to get these rockets down if he really wants to finish this off, and he doesn't. And now they have a second set of rockets up, and that's just, it's so tough to contest these.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop out because I'm imagining he might not get checkpoint. Okay, see you guys.
See ya.
Are you playing? All right, good luck. Gatsby getting a little anxious. His teammates are getting all the kills, so he's gonna push up and get a few himself. We're like that on our team. Doofus, like if you've seen him with rockets, he's like crazy, right? He's like a melee user almost. And the reason he does that is because he's so bored when he just sits back with rockets. No one ever reaches him, and he never gets any kills.
So he just charges in.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what? These are shocks now.
Well, if you have the low ping, may as well go do it.
Low ping and Doofus do not go together, trust me. Doofus is riding that 5,000 ping.
5,000 ping. Oh.
I'm not even kidding. If you've seen Doofus in game, you know it's true.
That's
All
like...
right, so 5 seconds left.
Oh, come on.
I don't think anyone's even going to get it overtime. Yeah, there we go. Good win by Other, but an expected win by Other. Like I said earlier before this started, you expect Other to stop them pre-checkpoint. You expect them to make 100% with multiple minutes left on the clock. And again, in this domination map, we expect this to take less than 5 minutes. Anything else is a surprising result. But good job by Taxi, and we saw some of his amazing plays there. Kind of a carry for that team. Really great job. He got that triple kill with the shotguns. Really great. Little bit, definitely getting out there, getting kills. Him and Laggy pretty even, although Laggy's killing it with the KD. But Little bit was pushing in more, I guess. And then the rest of the team was just trying to get whatever kills were left over.
Honestly, I don't think Fake should be that disappointed. They did pretty well
No,
to even get
no, they did
to
really
where
well.
they
Making the
got.
bend,
Yeah,
making the bend there against a team who's as mature as O is pretty impressive. They really stopped. They didn't stop trying at any point in time. And what we saw like Fake Taxi do there, really impressive. I mean, at that point in time, it's really easy to get discouraged and try to just kind of give up. And maybe I've seen a lot of teams do this where they'll just sit back near spawn and try to pistol snipe and just get some kills and maybe help their KD just a little bit.
yeah,
But not them. They actually very resilient team, and that shows a lot of promise for them going forward. We are going to switch servers here, so you're
yeah.
gonna have to go find the New York one
Okay.
or whatever. But yeah, I mean that shows a lot of resilience by them, not giving up, staying aggressive and going to it. I have a lot of high hopes for this team going forward. I mean, really, what we saw there was impressive. It was very impressive. It's so easy to just get discouraged and not try, but they didn't do that. They kept at it and they made that bend, and that was pretty impressive.
However, they are making me a little bit scared.
Who's
To
that
verse
fake
other.
making you scared? Oh, other.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're an established team. You guys are great, and you're gonna get it all
Southern
together.
Cross
And
is
you're gonna
going to
figure
be
it all out.
interesting.
But
Yeah.
it took me forever to learn that y'all were Southern Cross. I just thought Sticks.
Sticks. Yeah.
I called you Sticks for so long. I'm still gonna call you Sticks. I'm sorry, but that
Yep.
is the
Yep.
nature of the beast.
Yeah, that's
Sticks.
fair.
Um, I mean, but again, like for you guys, you have to expect a team like Other is going to produce similar results. So anything you can
Yeah.
do to adjust for that, if you can make checkpoint, that's awesome. If you can score a point or two on Dom, if you can make it extend out a good bit. And when I say extend it out, I don't mean hide in your freaking base and and play goalie. Be aggressive. Try to get some points for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not impossible. It's definitely not. Like, upsets happen in sports all the time. They are an established team and been around forever, but you guys have a great coordination going, and you don't back down from a challenge, which is another thing that I see with these young teams. They'll be afraid to scrimmage better teams, and that's not you guys at all. You scrimmaged all the best teams that you could, and that's really good. That shows a lot of potential for your future.
Uh, Other
Waiting for the
is
game, huh?
yeah. Other is scared of Sydney server. It sounds like it's
Really
Heisenberg said.
scared of the Sydney. Imagine being scared, man. We went and played you in the Sydney server. That was a fun game.
That was an interesting game. Yeah.
I had a blast. I really did.
Yeah.
I went back and I bragged to my team about how I had superpowers.
Oh jeez.
I would jump up behind your payload and there'd be three of you and I could see it. I had like a whole half second to shoot at you before you even knew I was there. Just
Now-
the peekers is incredible.
Yes, this is the thing though. I've argued so much to like other people about how like the whole ping thing works.
Uh-huh.
I still have to say 2 out of 3 times we get the disadvantage in terms
Sure.
of dashing. However, that 1 out of 3 times we get the advantage with being able to like have peekers and just pop up.
Right.
But
Right.
in terms of peekers, we have let's say we have about half a second to actually kill someone when we pop up. However, when we dodge away, they have a good second or so to actually get
Yep.
us.
Yeah,
So-
I'd say it's the way Peekers works is if there's a ping differential at all, anyone who's jumping around the corner first is
Yeah.
going to be the one getting the Peekers advantage. So I don't think it's necessarily like a roll of the dice who's getting the advantage. It's literally just whose play style fits and gets more advantage out of using that type of
Yeah.
play that gives you the Peekers. So it's all about finding your style. And you'll see that a lot with these teams on high ping servers where like they'll just be getting crushed on one side and then they flip and all of a sudden because of their strategies they play a lot more aggressively and they're just getting all these kills and everything flips for them and it's really excellent. And that's something that you can kind of learn from. Like for instance, on defense, a lot of times you create a defense by planting people in certain sight lines. Well, that's gonna hurt you when it comes to a peakers game, right?
Yeah.
So when you go to offense and all of a sudden you're the one pushing out and being aggressive, it's like, oh shit, this is like I have superpowers. I swear to you, I was screaming. I had superpowers that whole time
I
when we
am
played.
really dumb. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay.
It's since it's Euro, it's even worse ping, so I didn't realize it was at the bottom of the server list. Oh no.
What's your ping here? Pull it up. I want to see. What do you got?
Okay, hold on. I'll let everyone else see it. Give me a sec. Okay, transition. There we go. Oh, it's not escape anymore. It's tab.
Yep.
It's not too
Hey,
bad.
that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
It's doing pretty good today.
You know, I don't think that you'll get any of that rewind. You're not gonna get any lag compensation, so you'll just be shooting at people and they'll be seeing sparks, but you'll be seeing sparks. But
yeah, that's why who was it? Carly was saying we literally play Battleship half the time. It's like predict where they're going to be and just shoot in front of them.
I mean, realistically, above 250, you just can't play. It's impossible. It really is. It's like, what are you even trying to accomplish here? It's too difficult to get anything done. So who did they take out? They took out Gatsby and they took out.
Ooh, did they? Yeah, Gatsby is gone.
Yeah, and one more. Help me out. Boyroy. Wait, this is Boyroy's lobby. How's that even possible? Okay, Boyroy made the lobby and dipped and gave Lion, Cat, and Callie their spots. Others pretty good about sharing playtime. The last season, I think OK probably played in every match. This season, if I had to guess, maybe Lil Bit and Laggy will get every match and maybe Lat for playtime wise.
Yeah.
But they do a good job of spreading it out, and that's another challenge that a lot of teams have to contend with, is balancing playtime. I mean, on one hand, you want your top roster to play together as much as possible so that they can gel, and when playoffs come, they all kind of have everything figured out together as a unit. But on the other hand, you have to be adaptable, and so your backups and everything have to all be ready to play at any time and do just as well as the starters. So it's all about finding that perfect balance of playtime. On some of the teams, like Team Minaba, I would say is almost like an all-star roster in a lot of ways, and it's difficult sometimes to figure out who gets to play which maps. It really is.
I totally agree. It's just like we've got great players, but it's just like who can we put on? Everyone wants to have a turn, but it's who suits what map.
So I mean, to me, the solution is lots and lots of scrimmages, so people don't feel like they're getting left out, for one. And for two, you can kind of use those scrimmages to gauge which group of people plays the best together. A lot of times, teams will just say, "Well, this player is better than this player. Let's put him in." But that's might not be what you need, right? You need someone who can ride the cart well. You need someone who can use explosives. You have to have the right group of people. And like in the NBA, they take measurements of every 4 minutes, like how did this unit, this 5 people do together, and they use that to decide who should play what minutes together. Because even if the better player plays, it's not necessarily the better fit for that group of people. It's always tough to figure that thing out.
Looks like we're playing Quarry.
Yep.
This is a change.
Quarry's a good map for O. Again, it doesn't change anything for me. I would be shocked if O doesn't finish this in under 5 minutes with 3-0 result. They're a good team. They've been around, and they put in some crazy killers here. Callie is great at going after buttons, especially on Quarry. So I anticipate this to be a quick match.
Match starts.
Looks like they were all just doing the pre-game dances.
They're pretty hyped. They just won by a good margin, so why not? We're gonna see Laggy and Callie taking this tunnel together. They're gonna try to stick close together, it looks like. See how she dashes off to the side, just make sure she's not in a sightline. And what's shocking here is that Fake has yet to send a single person through the tunnel. So they're just walking into their base completely uncontested. The only thing that Fake has right now is blue, but they just actually took the enemy's base. That's crazy. So they must have, set 5 through B and took out the 3 O players in there and were able to grab the other base. But here we go, getting a countdown already. And, counter at their own base.
Taxi, nice. Oh, nice trade.
Here we go, another countdown. Can Neil take it? Oh, good job, Marini.
Oh, that
Oh!
shot.
That was a good shot, but man, you see the post.
Yeah,
dash
you
on
definitely
that.
can. He was
It's
already out
insane.
there.
Ooh, bit of tour mode here.
Oh.
Red takes B.
Yeah, but some players definitely do it on purpose as well, though.
Yeah, look how laggy this guy is. No, some players do it on purpose, but I mean, a lot of the time, if you're like over a certain height, you're going to be in tour mode.
Yeah.
Whether it's an egregious tour mode or not is debatable, but it's still a tour mode. If you're holding your guns up at your collar and they're blocking your mouth, well, that's still tour mode. It may
Yeah.
not be as bad as other tour modes, but it's still tour mode. You're getting a net benefit because you're not having to hold your guns that high in real life.
Countered.
And you're still blocking partial headshots. And the thing is, the guns don't have a hitbox, so you're just going to see sparks if you hit someone's guns. You're not going to get a body shot even, but you're also missing out on that headshot that's so valuable. Good kill here by Callie to take B. This is surprising, honestly. This is surprising we haven't seen a point yet.
Fake's
2
holding
minutes in.
pretty well. Like,
Yep, Fake's doing a
Nice
pretty
counters.
good job holding their base. And there we go, another counter. I
oh.
wonder if they're being too defensive here, though. I mean, it's impossible to score a point if you hang out in your own base the whole time.
Team score countered.
Although it's always fun to hold off longer than anticipated
Yeah.
against a team that you knew you were going to lose to. And I don't blame them for trying to clear out their base before moving on. It's just you're kind of stuck in this rut right now where you're just constantly countering. And that eventually, almost
Oh.
inevitably, leads to just a point.
Countered.
So it's just going to take one player to come in here and get a team wipe or get 3 kills or something for this point to happen. And maybe Fake evades it for a long time, but if they don't leave their base, they're not going to score on their own. All they can do is hold off the enemy.
Would you say that they have a chance at even doing a, like, sudden death or something?
No, you
At
know,
all?
I've seen it too many times. You know, playing this defensively, even if you just stuff it with 5 players, you're gonna make a mistake.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a skillful play. You've got players in there like Laggy, and Laggy
Yeah,
is
true.
100% capable of taking 5 players out by himself. So this is good though. Look, we actually see 2 of these players moving out, and he's gonna be hiding just a little bit.
Takes C.
I don't necessarily agree with where he was hiding, but I mean, nonetheless, he's going to prevent that point from being scored. And look there,
Oh.
post dash on that is really brutal. Lion Cat taking him out probably 4 seconds ago.
Never mind, they're all
And here we
dead.
go.
Red team.
And here we go. And that's going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do have to commend Fake because they got out of their base and they got to B and they got to the enemy's point. And while it didn't work out, that's how you score points in this
Yeah.
map. I mean, playing goalie is just simply delaying the inevitable. You're not going to be able to score unless you get out and get other buttons. You have to get 3 buttons to get a score.
Red takes B.
Little Bit's being very cautious, which is interesting because his whole playstyle is such an aggressive, fast-paced playstyle.
Oh.
And you know
Taxi.
what? Taxi's going to take advantage of it because being cautious is really not what you want to do with a high ping.
Countered.
Ooh, Laggy not holding the button there going to cost them a point.
Blue takes C.
Honestly,
Good
Fake
job by
held,
Fake. They're controlling
held
2
out
buttons.
a
It's
lot
great.
longer than I thought, though. Good
Ooh,
4
look at the
minutes.
lag here. Ooh, this is
Oh,
brutal.
sand.
Did he just teleport from button to here? Like
I think so.
Takes
He didn't dash, he teleported. Alright, taking him out. Laggy's gonna control this button, now they just need B. And there we go, countdown going. Laggy again not gonna hold the button, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. Oh, it did matter. Laggy, you should know better. Lateralis using a shotgun, and typically when you see a high skilled player grabbing a shotgun, you know that lag is bad in that game. With the exception of Lat, who used to use shotguns a lot. But no, I mean, he actually stopped. So I'm going to have to go ahead and guess that this is definitely him trying to figure out how to deal with this high ping differential.
Oh, trust me, shotguns are the worst to deal with.
takes B.
It's just like,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
if you dodge their range, just like their spread
Red
of the shot,
So
will still
an
get
interesting
you.
thing about the shotgun is that oftentimes it'll look to you like that guy just shotgun sniped me from across the map, but that's not
Yeah.
what happened. What happened is you've got 200 ping and he's got 100 ping, and he shotgunned you right in front of your face.
Yeah.
But you never saw him dash in front of you because, well, it took way too long for the server to process his
Yeah.
location. But the server prioritizes the kill, and so you're dead, and he's all the way across the map, and it looks like it all happened from that distance. But in reality, from his perspective, he was right in your face when he shot you. So it's like oftentimes people are like, how does Mega snipe me from across the map with a shotgun? And it's like, well, he doesn't. You just have no idea where he's at in real life.
But it is possible to snipe with a shotgun. It is possible.
Oh God, it is.
I've
like,
seen it happen.
Technically possible. it is not recommended. It's like silly. I would not even consider it. Like, yeah, go ahead and snipe with a rocket before you do that. And good job here. We see a second point.
Nice.
All right, so I mean, they didn't make the 5-minute mark, but we'll put it up. We'll chalk it up to some lack of button holding and them getting used to the server.
Yeah.
If they'd played the previous server, if they played the previous map in this server, they'd all be a bit more warmed up to the conditions, and this would have gone a lot faster. Not to mention bringing in 2 fresh players. It's kind of difficult to jump out of the booth and into the game. I mean, not that Callie's doing bad. She's got a 1.8 KD, probably top scoring if I had to guess, just based on her typical button pressing.
I definitely agree with Heisenberg in terms of it is a lot different playing on an Amsterdam server, or I think this is Amsterdam. I think so.
I would have to assume, yeah.
Yeah.
But, there we go. So not too far off from that 5-minute mark. And
Yeah,
still
not too
3-0.
far. But
This is a team that's going to be in contention this season for playoffs. They're certainly going to make playoffs. It'd be shocking if they didn't. But they haven't got to play any of the other top teams yet. So like right now they're playing Fake, and they're going to play you guys, who are brand new teams, both of them. Last week I think they
looking
played
forward to
Ho2,
it.
Ho2 and another relatively new team. So yeah, I mean, you see what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
This is a good team. This is a good team.
To be
And
fair,
this is a
we
good
don't
result.
have that bad of a team ourselves.
No,
we've
you have
we've got a
no.
diverse
Let me
team.
be clear here. You have a great team. You have
Yeah,
a very great team. But what you don't have is 3 seasons of playing together.
yeah, experience
and
is
all
not
of
it.
I mean, there's a lot of communication required for new teams that isn't required for established teams.
Yeah,
Because Lil Bit already has a sense for what Lat's gonna do, and Laggy already has a sense for what Lil Bit's gonna do. They don't have to say everything to each other in order to actually be aware and coordinate with each other. It's one of the massive advantages of playing together a lot, and that's why a lot of these teams you'll see alias and jump in a pub lobby together and have fun, and they just learn each other's play styles so well that there's just that natural coordination that doesn't require so much communication. And your team will build that over time, just like every other team. The more you play together, the better it gets. The more good teams you play, the better it gets. So just to, keep grinding. Your team's gonna be really well off, and I think personally, no hate to HHI, but you guys should really be trying to get Grim and Mr. Soap on your team.
yeah. We hope. Try to steal him.
Mr. Soap for me is a contender for most improved this season. I've seen his play style
Soap
really
is doing
take
incredible.
off. Like, I mean, he's always been a good player, but what I've seen lately has been much more in the upper tier. Some of the stuff he does is so mature. His movement, his aim is getting really, really crazy. HHI is a team that's also scary in a lot of ways. But again, I think he belongs with you. It's a ping thing. You should play together.
Yeah, bring all the good Aussie players together, and we'll be set.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to help you recruit just a little bit.
Yeah, just.
I'm gonna have to mute here 1 second. I'll be right back.
All good.
Red team has taken the lead. Blue team has captured
Just
the
having a
control point.
nice little fun control point game after it.
The control point. Blue team has captured the
And
control
Other is still doing an excellent job with only 3 players. Wow. Definitely can tell the experience difference in it.
has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point.
Oh, never mind. There's 4 other members now.
Red team has taken the lead.
Oh,
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team
yeah,
has
definitely for
captured the
funsies.
control
It is.
point.
Other has already won. It's just a fun game.
Captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point.
Oh, it looks like Other has a full team now. Fake not doing too bad, but you can definitely tell the experience difference between Other and Fake, especially in Stadium.
Red team has captured the control.
Taxi.
Blue team
Oh, Taxi being taken out by Lateros.
Red team has captured the control.
Boy.
Blue team has captured.
Yeah, Other definitely has a good hold on the button. Fake is just not able to get past the defenses.
Blue team has captured the control point.
Never mind, Fake actually takes it,
Red team has captured the control point. Blue team
but
has
is
captured the
instantly
control
taken back by Other.
Red team has captured the control point.
Other definitely setting up a lot more than Fake does. Fake is too widespread in terms of they hit the button and then just jump away, which can be good, but
Blue team
versing like a
captured the control
more
point.
experienced team, probably better to set up
Captured.
closer to the button so you can hold it.
Blue team has captured the control point.
But that's honestly just my personal opinion.
Blue team has captured the control point.
Oh, nice shot.
Red team has captured the control point.
I think Other is honestly just trying to
Blue
get
team
experience on
has
hyping
captured
service.
the control point.
And they're definitely adapting to it pretty well.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point.
Yeah, simply a difference in experience. I 100% agree.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team.
Yeah, it looks like Other's holding the button pretty well. Fake barely getting in.
Blue team.
They've got a few points since
Red team.
Other got 5 players, but the difference between going from 3 to 5 players against, well, against them is pretty big.
Blue team
Yeah, just doing it for fun.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the
Yeah, I know, right? Imagine people enjoying playing together. Oh.
captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point.
Fake honestly not doing too bad of a job.
Captured the control point.
Definitely getting in there. I feel it's going to be good if Fake just gets to 200 points or 200 seconds.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, all good.
I'm Rona-teamed right now, and it's the work call, so
Ah, yeah.
had to deal with that. Yeah, I actually had a breakthrough case. Kind of
Yikes.
surprising. I've got the Pfizer vaccine, and apparently Delta is better than the Pfizer vaccine, so it's been fun. It's been fun. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I don't know.
A little bit, but it's not too bad, to be fair.
You know, right here at 100 seconds, that is very impressive that they're keeping up within 100 seconds right now.
Oh, yeah. And Other has 5 plays now.
Blue team has captured.
Oh, they were at 4 at one point?
They were at 3 at the start.
Oh, okay, okay. But they're still keeping that margin tight at 100 seconds.
If Fake can get 200 seconds,
Blue team
oh,
Yeah, that'd be great.
the control point.
Ooh, you gotta get
No,
out of that.
no.
You know, now that they've added the dash when you hit that button, it's
Yeah.
really changed the meta in
Oh,
so
yeah,
many ways.
definitely.
You can hit the button and immediately dash back and out of the way.
I still don't know how I feel about it.
Love it.
I'm on
Love
the
it.
fence of it still.
Oh, I love it. And I don't really play capture the flag, but it's kind of neat that you get a dash when you touch the flag too.
Okay. Don't really need to show the scores for this one.
Yeah. Top dasher is Callie hitting
Well, not
buttons
too
like
bad.
crazy.
Yeah, 9,000. Wow.
Lat just hiding in the corner, getting 40 kills.
Whoa. Blob, 32 kills. Wow.
Yep, this dude is definitely, he showed a lot of skill. Like we saw him on payload when he opened up, getting those 2 headshots right back to back. That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
impressive.
That was very impressive.
And then Taxi doing really well. The team has tons of potential. I mean, oozing out. So they're
They
gonna
just
be
more-
one to watch out for going
Yeah,
forward.
they just need more
But
experience.
it's gonna take some time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna take some time. So
Yeah.
by the end of the season, they'll have a pretty firm understanding on how to play. By next season, they'll be more competitive with the other temporary dasher teams, and then eventually we might see them topple a team like O.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay.
So
it
good game,
looks
good
yeah.
job by Other doing what we expected them to do. Good work. It's a good team, and
GG
they
to
did
Fake
what
as
good
well.
teams do.
Yeah. Both teams did really well, and yeah. Thanks, Percent, for commentating with me.
Sure thing, man.
It was
It
awesome.
fun.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me, man. All right, peace.
See ya. Oh no.